Good afternoon สวัสดีสบายดีจุมเรียบสัว Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm very happy to come back here to Los Angeles. I always say when I go back to California, the place where I was partly raised. So the topic today is, as you can see, Cambodia versus Thailand. The question of the Preah Vihear or Vihear temple and a clash of two nationalism. It's really an honor to be speaking on the American presidential election day. This is a day to remember. 50 years ago, in 1962, the World Court (ICJ) ruled by the vote of 9-3 that the Preah Vihear temple belongs to Cambodia. It was a shock and a humiliation to us in Thailand. That was during Soviet military regime. It was a shock to the general public because we had been told that we would win the case at the court or by over 100%. So it was a real shock. I was 21 at that time. I was a student. I went out on the street to protest against the World Court and condemning Narodom Sihanouk. And I think it was a humiliation for the Thai elite, for the government. 9 years ago, on January 29, 2003, the Thai embassy in Phnom Penh was torched and burned down. Thai citizens, NGOs, business, diplomats had to run for their life. That's when the time under Thaksin Shinawat's government. As you probably all know, that the ugly episode of Thai-Cambodian relations started with a news that a popular Thai TV female star was reported to have said that she would not visit Cambodia unless the 800-year-old temple of Angkor Wat was returned to Thailand. This is the very popular female star by the name of Kop. Kop in Thai means frog, Miss Frog. Her real name is Kop Suvanan, Kop Suvanan, and her TV series in Thailand is something like a love story of a poor girl who finally met a prince. So we know her as Dao Prasuk or the Morning Star. But the series had been shown in Cambodia and is known as Niang Pakai Prik, meaning Morning Star. Okay, so she was well loved, I think, in Cambodia. So it was a shock, and it could spark the riot. And as you can see, the heart of Cambodian nationalism is the temple, the stone temple. I do not believe that she said anything like that, but it was used to stir up nationalistic feeling in Cambodia. This is very interesting. A student, 18 years old, by the name of Virak, said, "The protest is because we hate the Thai inside Cambodia and because the Thai encroach on Cambodian border territory." This is the protest, okay? And this is the burning and chaos at the Royal Thai Embassy in Phnom Penh. Again, 6 years ago, I'm moving you to the present time. On September 19, 2006, there was a coup d'etat against Mr. Thaksin, who was at the UN meeting in New York City. This group of military and police men 5 of them, meaning the supreme commander, the army, the navy, the air force, and the police. Usually 5 of them, come. It has become a tradition. I would say it has become a tradition, meaning it's been like this for a long time, that when they stage a coup, they appear on TV and they would do the Y to you with photo of the king and the queen in the back. I don't know, whether we will have another one soon, but this is what happened. Yeah, they took over, and they call themselves, interestingly, in English, they call themselves the Council for Democratic Reform under Constitution Monarchy, CDRM. In Thai would be คณะปฏิรูปการปกครองในระบอบประชาธิปไตยอันมีพระมหากษัตริย์ทรงเป็นประมุข the English name is long. A lot of people writing to the Bangkok Post and the Nation, the 2 English newspaper in Bangkok, complaining about the long name and complaining about how could you have a coup and then you say it's still democracy under the constitutional monarchy. It became rather embarrassing, so they dropped the initial M. Can you see that? So the council in English would be the Council for Democratic Reform. The English change, but in Thai remain the same but different. 4 years ago, 2008, Hun Sen government was successful in registering the Preah Vihear as a UNESCO World Heritage. Actually, the Thai government from the time of Mr. Kun Chachai, in the 1990s, has turned around by recognizing Hun Sen, and then after that you can see, there was election, there was UNTAC, the UN Transitional Organization, and the Thai Prime Minister talked about his policy as turning the battlefield into a marketplace. So the Thai government, from that time in the 1990s down to, most of the government would be supporting Cambodia to register the temple as a World Heritage Site. But because of politics, domestic politics in Thailand, the yellow and the red and all this, so the Thai government was forced to turn down the support. But the vote in Paris went to Cambodia 21-0. I mean, these are the kind of fact that one should take note. 9-3 in 1962, 21-0 in 2008. I don't know whether any one of you here been up to the Preah temple. Anyone? Yes? It's really beautiful, fantastic. One of the best places in the world. You look at this, from the aerial photography from above. Please note this area to the left. This is what been arguing and fighting about the overlapping territory. So, in effect, you can see that the marketplace has been turned into a battlefield since 2008. Only how many years ago? 4 years ago. Peace to war along the border. You can see all this, military built up battlefields, tanks, village houses burned down along the border. This is only February of last year. And this is a very, very interesting photo for our discussion. This is at a village by the name of Pum Srol. Those of you who know Khmer language would understand this is a Cambodian name in Sisakhet. When the yellow shirt went up there, the local villagers wearing red coming down, and they fought like this, So it became a battlefield, Thai versus Thai along the border since 2008. But in Phnom Penh, this is a joy. When Preah Vihear was registered, this is a celebration in Phnom Penh, with I guess you would say Ram Rabam and all this. Cambodians have been very united because of this issue. The Thai divided. This is where the question now is not so much about the temple. The temple is really something that you talk about, Preah Vihear or Preah Vihear, but actually it's the area next to it, the disputed territory. You can see there, disputed territory. The temple is that sticking out, but the area here claimed by both the Thai and the Cambodian. Khmer Prime Minister said that some 20 Cambodians were killed along the border since 2008, and because of the firing, the bombing, some villagers suffer. Many of them die. So I would say that because of this of Thai domestic politics, yellow shirt plus we have all kinds of colors. if you been following up politics in Thailand versus the red shirt, this domestic politics spilled over into Cambodia and brought down two governments, or maybe more, meaning the Samak and Somchai government, two male premier, and Mr. Aphisit, the head of the Democrat, became another male premier. I emphasize the word male because this is something new, what's happening now in Thailand. So you see this, the yellow shirt, I think this is the photo of them at the Suvarnabhumi airport, a protest with Thai flag in the middle. And you see this, the red shirt, also with the Thai flag. They all claim to be nationalists. And our two prime minister, Mr. Samak and Mr. Somchai, they were shot down by what we may call judicial coup. The court declared that Mr. Samak was illegal for appearing on TV program cooking. He's a good chef, cooking and get paid to do it. So that was illegal. I don't know. It's some funny, complicated law which brought the two of them down by what we call judicial coup, not military coup this time. So it brought back, it brought Mr. Aphisit, the head of the Democrat Party, the one here, he's here, okay, very good looking, very upper class, highly educated. I think he was born in England, went to school at Eton and Oxford. You see that he was hugging with this guy. This is Mr. Nevin Chichop. He was part of cabinet member many times. He was a representative elected from the province of Buriram, and he is a very few Thai politician who can speak Khmer, because actually he is from Khmer speaking family in Buriram. Okay, he was hugging. He switched over to Mr. Abhisit, so Mr. Abhisit became Prime Minister. But before he switched, he used to hug with Mr. Thaksin, that one. So they now, if you see him, don't let him hug you, because he had kind of embrace of death. Okay, but now he said, well, I probably wash my hand from politics as of now, because I think he ran into a lot of trouble. People don't trust him. So my kind of initial conclusion that what happening between Thailand and Cambodia, especially between the elite in Bangkok and Phnom Penh, is a clash of two nationalism. And you are all familiar with the Cambodian flag. Yeah? Cambodia has this slogan of, you pronounce it what? Chiat Sasana Mahakasat. No? Cha Sasana Mahakasat. But I think the center of Cambodian nationalism is the Prasat, the stone temple. Yeah? So a Khmer flag during the French protectorate in the middle is Angkor Wat. Khmer flag under Long No, after the coup of 1970, also Angkor Wat. Khmer flag during the Khmer Rouge, Angkor Wat. Present day Cambodian flag, Angkor Wat. Independence monument in the middle of Phnom Penh, a Prasat. Okay. During the crisis, I was in Phnom Penh. I took this photo, and you can see that a huge poster, in Phnom Penh, a poster, from the airport to downtown Phnom Penh, lining up with poster with a picture of Prasat Preah Vihear. As I mentioned to you, I was in Phnom Penh during this crisis. During this time, I got a nice email from a former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Tet Bunnak. I mean, he and I sort of communicate because we study history, and we have the same advisor, David Wyatt. So that's how we keep a good contact. He emailed me, Charnvit, you must come home from Phnom Penh, So I emailed back that no, I don't have to go home. I have a good time here. I have 20 young Cambodian ajahn, lecturers. They are training up, and I taught a class on early Southeast Asia. So I have almost an army, with me. And when I go around in Cambodia, I would say, oh, Pyom Mokpi Seren, I am from Surin. And I think for you who know Cambodia well, if you say you are from Surin, you look very good. We have very good accent. Khmer accent in Surin is probably original from the Angkorian time. In Phnom Penh, you probably have been corrupted by Chinese, Vietnamese, French pronunciation. So I mean, to say that you are from Surin or Saren is very positive to be in Phnom Penh at that time. And as you can see, a banknote, 2,000 real, which is used over and over, all around with the picture of the Preah Vihear. In Thailand, we have the same thing. Nation, religion, king, ชาติศาสนาพระมหากษัตริย์ and this is our problem now. For some of you here who might be familiar with Thai politics, after the coup d'etat of 1932, that was an end of the absolute monarchy. So the fourth element was added into the national slogan. So they added และ meaning and และรัฐธรรมนูญ meaning and constitution. But since we've been having so many coup d'etat, and we threw away so many constitution, we don't know what to do with it. So และ and what, right after an event what we call the Bloody May 1992, that's the time of the cell phone revolution. A lot of people using a cell phone at that time, 1992. Military trying to come back, but they failed, and they were accused of committing massacre and all this. So the military came around with introducing และ or and the people และประชาชน but ประชาชน people still very problematic. It doesn't catch like the prasad or the temple. So I think this is something that problematic now in Thailand. Okay, we have like what you have in Cambodia, the banknote with the picture of the king, where during the protest you see this kind of thing, okay, and in Bangkok you see, picture of the king everywhere, towering. This is, I think, over the high building of Thai airline. And this kind of, the slogan of ชาติศาสนาพระมหากษัตริย์ meaning nation, religion and king, has been constructed as part of Thai nationalism for a long time. This is a 1920s cartoon by the king himself. The king meaning the one up there, pulling the Thai up. That King Rama VI, he was helping the Thai to go up, from the ground. On the ground, you see poor Burmese there, and poor Cambodian in the middle, poor Vietnamese next to it. So this is how it's conceived, that Siam remain independent because of the king. The king pull us up, in the sky. You have Rama the fifth, the fourth, Chulalongkorn, Mongkut, Rama the third, second, and then first, watching. Now this is how it's constructed. I think for some of you who are familiar with Dr. Thongchai's book Siam Map, he used this cartoon from King Rama the sixth. This is we always see in Thailand the 9 kings of the Bangkok Chakri dynasty. So I would say that Thailand has, or Siam rather, at this time, has what we call official or royal nationalism. If you follow Professor Benedict Anderson, his book Imagine Communities, he would call this an official nationalism. But Dr. Thongchai Vinichakul in Wisconsin call it royal nationalism. It's imagined, it's top down, and it's boundary limited by colonialism. Meaning, Siam was decided because the French came in, the English came in, and sort of took and colonized the area. So you would say that during the colonial time, in order to remain independent, Siam had to sacrifice in exchange, sacrifice territory in exchange of remaining independent. So if you look, through all these historical events, 1893 there was an incident. The French came in and the French took the left bank of the Mekong River, to be their colonies, again in 1904 and 1907, Siam renounced its claim over Cambodia and part of Laos, meaning Siem Reap, Bat Tambang, Sisopon. Sisopon, the name is now changed to Bon Ti Man Chơi, and Champasak in Laos. Again, in 1909, Siam agreed with British Malaya that the northern Malay state like Kedah, Perlis Kelantan, Terengganu came under the British. So that was, during the absolute monarchy time, but there was a coup d'etat in Thailand, in Siam in 1932, and by 1938, Siam became Thailand. And I think we have a second brand of nationalism, and I would call it military bureaucratic nationalism. It's more of the new elite version of nationalism, which sprung up in the 1930s and 1940s. This is the time of yes, we lost those land, but this was the time to reclaim or regain. Now, this is what you may call it pan-Thaiism at this time. This is a very interesting photo, 1940. Actually, this is my mother's generation, 1940. I was born 1941. The girl student in Bangkok. Actually, I think this is from Thammasat University, from my university, protesting and march around with banner saying that สองฝากแม่โขงเป็นของเรา both banks of the Mekong belong to us. So in the 1930s, 1940s, we have this new discourse, lost but reclaim territory. So with the help of the Japanese, you have to look in kind of global context. Japanese were coming up. Japanese became rather intimate with the new Thai government. So the new Thailand took territory from French Indochina, meaning Siem Reap, Bat Tambang, Sisopon, and then Champasak in Laos. In Malaysia, we took over Kedah, Perlis Kelantan, Terengganu, including up in the north, in the Chan state, with the help of Hideki Tojo, the premier of Japan. But all had to be returned to the victorious allies, except the Preah Vihear. I will tell you why later on. All returned, but except the Preah Vihear. This is something very interesting for you to laugh at. the name of the province of Siem Reap is very it's no good for us, you know. Siem Reap meaning defeated Siamese. So the prime minister at that time changed the name to by having his surname as the name of the new province, you know. So the province of Pibun Songkram, you know. And because he was born the year of Raka Kai, you know, so the icon logo of the new province is this rooster, big fat rooster. This is something just for you to look at, kind of in the context of Southeast Asia, you know. This is a Burmese nationalistic map. Yeah, you can see that the writing is Mon Burmese. In some way similar to Khmer, you know. If you study a bit, you can read Burmese. But you see that Burma up there, and this is during a great king of Burma, Anuratha, you know, who was contemporary of, I think he was probably contemporary of Surya Varaman the first. That's my feeling. Yeah. But the Burmese, some Burmese claim that Burma control Siam, Cambodia down to the Mekong Delta, and all the way down to Singapore. Yeah. Okay. This is a map I found in a museum in the southern part of Laos, meaning Pakse Champasa. You see that the Mekong is in the middle. Anachak Lansang, Million Elephant Kingdom, meaning Laos, and the Mekong is in the middle, meaning the northeast of Thailand or Isan was under Laos. So Burmese said they lost their territory. Laos said they also lost. And look at this one. It's even more interesting. The Khmer Empire. I got this from a website, you know. And if you go to the museum in Phnom Penh, if you go to the palace in Phnom Penh, they also have, you know, a map of Khmer Empire, especially during under Jayavarman VII, that part of Thailand was under the Khmer Empire. So in this map, there was no Siam or Thailand. Very interesting, yeah. This is probably a good topic for comparative study, you know, how we look, how you look, you know. Everybody lost. Seemed that nobody gained. Okay, now, third version of nationalism, you know, I call this a hybrid nationalism. This is something that you would say that is a kind of long distance nationalism or internet online nationalism, because this is something that been spread all over in in the cyberspace in 2008 until now. If you go into the you ask, you know, Google, you know, you have all of this, you know, about Thailand, you know, how much territory we lost. We lost more than what we have now. Yeah? We lost up there, the Chan state, way up to Yunnan, the northern part of Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, all the way down, you know. And this on the sort of Tenasserim coast, we also lost. And down there, we even lost Penang and Singapore. This is how it was constructed, and borrowing from the second brand of nationalism, from the military bureaucratic one, yeah, and expand it and make it rather attractive with music, you know, sad music and explanation. And they even say that this is a kind of teaching media. One has to use it for school children lost territory. We have lost 14 times. 14 times, you know. If you go into detail, this is something rather interesting. But I won't go into detail about it. They have the first loss, the second, the third, and all this. You know, so you have this spread all over 14 times. What's interesting is that this time the kind of nationalism is carried out by non-state or semi-state agency. It's not by the government, not by the military, but it's more of, you know, the part of people connected with the yellow shirt, people connected with the Democrat and all this, you know. They believe in this lost territory discourse. So they put up, probably the biggest loss is when we lost Bat Tambang, Siem Reap, and Si Supon. Number 12, we lost in 1907, the Treaty of 1907. I put down here note photo of King Chulalongkorn. They also put photo of Rama first, second, third, and this is King Chulalongkorn, to stir up a kind of royal nationalism. That's why I call this hybrid nationalism. Okay. And the last one, which is number 14, the loss of the Preah Vihear in 1962, number 14, you know, and the picture of the present king. So this new brand of the hybrid nationalism work, and it brought down to male prime minister, okay, Samak and Somchai. Okay, you can see, and then implying or saying that the next one would be number 15, meaning disputed territory, and 16 maybe, you know, the disputed sea territory, in the Gulf of Siam, which a lot of people think that there would be natural gas or, you know, oil and all this. So this is something that to make you kind of feeling that we have to protect our country, you know. But a year ago, July 3rd election, this woman coming up, she became the first female premier in Thailand. August 8th, she just completed her 1-year term. So now she is in her second year. Yingluck, but most people, when they call her in English, they call her Yingluk. Yingluck, okay, Miss Yingluck. She is very unusual, you know. She is rather good looking compared to her brother and sister. She is very quiet. She's not talkative at all compared to male politicians in Thailand. So my feeling is that she will complete her term. She may stay longer than one term. It is something really amazing. Okay. So what interesting is that this man, Yingluck won the election. This man was a head of a political party by the name of Social Action Party. You know, it's the party. Some of you who may be familiar with Thailand, is the party of Kukrit Pramod, who is gone now. He was prime minister at one time, and it was supposed to kind of follow up from Lee Kuan Yew People's Action Party. He called this in Thailand is Social Action Party, and this guy, Mr. Suwit, was a minister just before the election. He represented Thailand in at the Paris UNESCO. He walked out from the meeting in Paris. Yeah, he threw his card. I will walk out. I will go back to Thailand and fight for my country. In the election, he lost. His party didn't get any representative at all. I think the party is now dead. This is something rather interesting, that hybrid nationalism didn't work during the election time when Miss Yingluck came up. So he said, I will fight on and all this, but it didn't work out. What's more interesting than that is that these two people, the man on the left is Mr. Vihear, and the woman on the right is Miss Ratri. They crossed into Cambodia and were arrested. I think they were arrested along with other people, including one Democrat representative. The two of them are still in jail in Phnom Penh, and I think the crossing over is to stir up hybrid nationalism. It didn't work. I think now they are in jail for 2 years now in Phnom Penh. Okay. So hybrid nationalism didn't work. The question is why? Okay. What more interesting is that 15 days after the July general election, the ICJ, the World Court, declared a demilitarized zone. So you can see the line, the red line. The disputed area was very small there, only for 0.6 square kilometers. But this one that drawn up by the World Court in The Hague is something like almost 20 square kilometers, supposed to be demilitarized. Both countries must pull out their troops, and the World Court is now, considering the appeal by Cambodia. Hun Sen appealed to the court to interpret the verdict of 1962. Where is the boundary? The verdict in 1962 said that the Preah Vihear belongs to Cambodia. But where is the line? Okay? So this is something pending. The World Court will take a long time. Our guess is that the decision may not come until sometime in the middle of next year. Okay. After the election, the new Prime Minister went to see Mr. Hun Sen. Looks how she sit with Mr. Hun Sen. And if you've been following the death of the late King Sihanouk, you see that our Prime Minister also went there. Okay, this is how she met Hun Sen in Phnom Penh. The relation of Thailand and Cambodia, which had been very tense for some years now, turned around like this. Just, and Mr. Thaksin visiting Mr. Hun Sen in September last year, and our football team visited Phnom Penh, the red shirt football team, and look, Mr. Thaksin Mr. Hun Sen in the middle, wearing red. He's supposed to wear his team color, which is blue, I think, but I don't know how. He wore red, and look how he kicked the ball, and look at this. they are helping him to shoot the goal. Uh, so this is a very friendly football match between two warring nations. Mr. Thaksin visiting Cambodia during April Water Festival just last year. Okay, he went around, in Siem Reap. A lot of people from Thailand went to see Mr. Thaksin to see Angkor. And what I heard is that people who went from Thailand on that day wearing red shirt, no need to have their passport or a visa stamp, no charge for one day going in. A lot of people went in from all around, from the northeastern part of Thailand, going down to Angkor or going from Bangkok, So the roads are well connected now. So, okay, now if you look at this, for maybe for anthropologists, you may say something about this. The new Prime Minister, Miss Yingluck, wearing pink, wearing pink, and her assistant, her deputy, also wearing pink. They met General Preah. General Preah is the president of the Privy Council. They met, and General Preah wearing orange. Orange means what? Orange means yellow mixed with red. Okay. So once you see, a lot of people have to. What's the color code today? What does it mean? Are they going to reconcile? Compromising. I use this word "kesia." It's a Chinese borrowed word. Are they going to compromise? Okay, so I'm coming to almost the end of my talk. So it seemed that the hybrid, the third version of nationalism, did not work this time. The yellow shirt failed to stir up nationalistic feeling. Their colleagues Vira and Ratri are still in Phnom Penh jail. The Democrats and their allies did not win the July 3rd election. Khmer Thai governments are on good terms, but the ICJ, International Court of Justice in The Hague, will have to make a decision next year. What will be the decision concerning the borderline in favor of Cambodia? If it is very negative to Thailand, will the hybrid nationalism make a comeback and pose a serious danger to Yingluck government? So, Thailand, which way are we heading to? Okay, solution. Pending the decision, my guess is that 1962 we lost by 9-3. 2008 we lost by 21-0. So next year, 2013, it would turn around by Thailand being gaining, or the court decision will be positive to Thailand. I think not. I don't think so. So I think we have to find a solution for the problem between the two countries. I study with some people, and then some people at the UNESCO World Heritage Committee came up with suggestion that why don't you look at the dispute between this Latin American country over the Iguazu waterfall. Okay, I think you probably familiar with this. The falls were between Argentina and Brazil. There was a dispute, about how when they nominate to be registered in Paris, they finally ended by each country doing on its own. Once it's registered, it, you know, naturally it would be kind of connected. That's how they did it. This is it. Some people who have seen Iguazu Falls said that the Niagara is very, minor compared to this one in Latin America. Another solution in Europe, among the EU is that they register bell towers as World Heritage. So you see all this yellow dot, between Belgium and France. And those of you who are familiar with European history, you would know, the dispute between France and Germany over Alsace-Lorraine. Siem Reap Battambang is probably quite similar to what the French and the German been fighting for a long time. But this is a way out, So they registered like this, as a kind of series of bell towers. Okay? So pending a decision from the ICJ, I would propose that turn the demilitarized area into a peace zone, turn the Dong Rak Mountain and the Middle Mekong Basin into an ASEAN Eco-Cultural World Heritages. This is the icon that everyone wants, I'm not sure whether it's much for culture or for tourism. Okay, the Dong Rak Mountain. I took this from the top of the Preah Vihear. Land mountain of the of Prasat in Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand. Okay. This is what we call the emerald triangle. The three dots there, you see Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. This is where the Mekong River goes into Cambodia. Like it's the biggest waterfall in Asia. I teach Southeast Asia in Bangkok. I have around 100 students every year. When I ask them, what's the biggest waterfall in America? They say, Niagara. What's the biggest waterfall in Asia? They do not know. Actually, it's in the southern part of Laos and next to Ubon Ratchathani. They know about the Niagara, but they never know our own area. So this is the Emerald Triangle. I think we should turn this into kind of World Heritage of ASEAN. The Tonle Sap, this is aerial photography. So if you look at it, Khao Yai is a forest reservation. It's already World Heritage registered. Phnom Dong Rak, the mountain along the Thai-Cambodian borders. We have the Phnom Rung, Prasat Phnom Rung, Prasat Preah Vihear, World Heritage. Prasat Wat Phu in Laos, and then the waterfall, the Khon Papeng. This is the area that I propose that if we register it, it will solve a lot of problems. Political problem would be solved. Environmental problem would be solved because logging, deforestation, dam construction would be stopped in this area. So this is the whole area that I put up there. You see that similar to the bell towers in Europe. We have all this Prasat, Prasat Bente Shema, Srok Kok Thom, all of this เมืองต่ำ สระกำแพงใหญ่ สระกำแพงน้อย ประคานซัมโบ เปรกุก ถาวราบริวัตร all in the same area. Really fantastic, I've been traveling a lot to see most of these places. The one that I have not seen is Thara Boriwat. It's in Stung Trang. Okay. Okay. The Mekong basin, the middle Mekong basin. Look at this. This is the biggest waterfall. This is just part of it, you know. The Mekong in this area expanded like this. It's about 10 kilometers.